time I heard the name Barack Obama, it was Tim Russert, putting him on my radar years ago as a young up-and-comer in state government in Illinois, and I'll never forget it. And here we are 4 years later. Nora O'Donnell is outside on the plaza where they are following this news on giant television screens on the side of this building. Nora?
Brian, an extraordinary moment, and as we announced that Barack Obama had won the presidency, this crowd sounded, yes, we did. Few refrain from this crowd about Barack Obama. And I watched this woman here, Donna, choke up. What does this mean to you, this moment?
Well, it's a night that I'll never forget. And I've watched this election from the beginning, and I'm simply overwhelmed and very happy for our country.
And Brian, just like Donna, you're from Gary, Indiana, overwhelmed about Barack Obama's victory. First-time voters here. This girl just turned 18 2 weeks ago, and she voted. What's it like, your first election?
Oh, it was amazing, especially when I voted for one.
How about you?
Even though who I voted for didn't win, I still think this is an amazing experience. I've had a great time tonight.
Especially being in New York.
This is exciting.
And there you have it, Brian.
Well, you're absolutely right. What a good choice of interviews, because that's what election night's supposed to be about. She's in New York and proud of her democracy and happy with her choice and recognizing the choice of the majority, and that means the system works. And that 284 number I gave out as the electoral vote, already terribly dated. Look at that. 3:06 at this hour and counting. We had to cross that 11 o'clock Rubicon of closing states, and as we look at the battlegrounds, we have a little catching up to do here. You see Virginia. Look at what did this. We were talking all night about the battlegrounds we were waiting for. You see Virginia blue, and then of course came the Pacific Northwest, that power corridor from California, North Washington, Oregon. The news out of the McCain campaign as we go to Kelly O'Donnell in Phoenix. Kelly, am I correct? I heard the senator has officially called, Senator McCain has called Barack Obama and conceded.
Well, we expect to see Senator McCain in as few as just a few minutes here, Brian, and he will be addressing a crowd that is much smaller than the one you've been looking at in Chicago, but they have been enthusiastic. It's been a difficult night here. One thing we do know is that Governor Palin will join Senator McCain, but she will not be speaking tonight. This will be capping an evening tonight that really summarizes more than a decade of ambition for the presidency for John McCain. As you know, he has been a member of the U.S. Senate since the mid-'80s, and he will likely thank the people of Arizona for their opportunity to give him this chance to serve. He is described by those close to him as being perhaps the most prepared person for this kind of outcome. Why? In large part because of his history. As you know, having survived the POW camp in Vietnam for 5.5 years, having some other very close calls as a military fighter pilot, that he was prepared for either outcome. Senior advisors have even said in quiet moments along the way,
believe that your child could grow up to be the President of the United States. And after that convention and that huge night at Invesco Field, more African Americans said, yes, my child could be the president than white Americans did. A 30% rise in a matter of 1 year. Stunning. If nothing else, I know that there's a lot of division in the nation right now. I know how upset conservatives are and Republicans are, and I know so many Republicans are saying it's not that conservatism has died, it's that the train that used to drive conservatism from one place to another got derailed.
Well, wait a minute. Barack Obama jumped on board a big part of that train. Remember, he ran on tax cuts. 95% tax cut. Now, that is not exactly a whole Democrat notion. So that's a hijacking of the train.
Can I get back to one brief
Let's see now if he can